And we're live, baby. Best Ball Barbecue, day number 12. Consecutive stream, consecutive draft. Sorry, dealing a little tech stuff. Underdog locked out of my account, so I might still be working on that while we're doing the stream. But have no fear. We are on Bindle's account because Bindle's is the man. So Bindle's in the waiting room right now. We're going to bring him in right after we hit the intro.
Everything starts Let's go. Let's go out. Let's go.
And we're live, baby. Let's freaking go, man. A little Saturday drafting. Bindles wanted to hop on the stream. What was I going to do? Tell him no? Obviously, Bindles, how we doing?
Craving a draft, so I was like, you know what? If you'll let me hop on, I will definitely hop on. So.
There we go. We're actually on his account too, so we can. I mean, I said we do the puppy. Are you cool with doing the puppy? If you want to do anything else, this is your account, so you choose.
I mean, I say we do BBM.
Well, okay, let's do it, man. Let's freaking do it. All right, we're hopping in the BBM streets. I have to change the title of the stream. I said we're doing the puppy, but no, let's not. We're gonna hop in BBM.
I mean, right? Go big or go home.
Exactly right. This could be the winner. The winner. You don't even have a red badge on here? God damn it.
I have a black badge, I'm pretty sure.
You do, yeah, you do. I think the Mavs won. Anyways, also too, that drafters thing pretty exciting from that you sent in last night.
Yeah, dude. I Robert, I was randomly drafting on drafters. Oh, we got the 4 spot. Hell yeah. And we got who else? MSAX. I know. Anybody else?
DJ Joe Mixon is a flatulent. Huron River Rat is believe that's Jason.
Yeah,
I might have mixed the two up, but yeah, I know both of those two. You know MSAX?
MSAX, I don't know if he watches or if he's just in there by chance, but yes, I know I'm in like a bunch of dynasty leagues with him, and I don't know if I got him into it, or I don't know. If you're watching MSAX, comment, because I don't know if you're in the streets. But
there we go. We get the 104. I've been getting a lot of early what's it called? Just draft slots in no matter what contest. Like it feels like pre-NFL draft, it was all 1.8s, 1.9. It was mostly like 1.9s, 1.10s, 1.11s, 1.12s. Now I feel like I've had the 102 like 18 times. I've the 1.3s,
102 18 times.
Holy I don't know if it's actually 18, but like I have so much CeeDee Lamb, and I don't even like drafting CeeDee Lamb. But I was like, you know what? I'll be overly exposed to CeeDee Lamb because I feel like I'm not gonna get 102. It's like I haven't gotten a 101 in like months. I swear to God, but the 102 just been locked into that. So I wish I would have had the 102 right here and take Christian McCaffrey, but. Jason goes CD. DJ Flatulent goes Tyreek. Who are you thinking here?
Chase or Jefferson, whoever you're feeling. I've been going lots of Jefferson, so if you just want to switch it up, but
I like Jefferson. Right?
Yeah, let's go Jefferson. I'm never really gonna pass up Jefferson. Honestly.
Yeah, there we go. Let's hit some of the comments here. Who we got in here? We got Anthony in here. We got Flatulent. Vapes in here. Jamie's in here. What's up? What's going on? How we doing? How's the body handling the aftermath of the spicy challenge? Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It actually literally no problems. His body's in a peak condition right now. We're in the best shape of our lives, just like every running back that's ever been over the age of 28 in the NFL is also in the best shape of their lives. So really excited about that we are just an alpha male body over here. My body rejected the hot sauce, and I I fended it off with my pure testosterone. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, dude, that was an absolutely elite stream. If you guys, I'm assuming if you're watching, you probably already watched it, but if you haven't, it's must watch content. So
yeah, Vape said he said, when are you gonna do 18 just blazing wings?
18 blazing. That's
what is that string gonna be? I think I said at what did I say? Like 1,200 subs or 1,000 subs. I was I don't know. There might be maybe during the 24-hour stream, we do a draft where it's 3 blazing wings over the course of the draft, or like 3 to 5, something like that. Maybe I would maybe consider that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, 18 blazing seems like
that, yeah, that's just not doable. I don't think I could do that. So there we go.
I don't think too many people could do that.
Yeah, great comment right here. You're young, enjoy that. I will enjoy that. All right, here we go. Let's see.
Have you ever done any like going to a restaurant and done any like food challenges or anything like where like they put your name up on the wall or anything like that?
I haven't. I literally haven't. This, God, he keeps sending me the whatever. Here, let me see. I'll send a. Sorry, if I'm on my phone, it's because I'm dealing with Underdog real quick. So
Oh, you're good. We got a good draft slot for that since we're at the fourth.
exactly right. So
Well, you're my one thing that I did because I mean I was 300 pounds in high school. I was a defensive tackle, but when I was like 12 or 13, there's a place by my house that does like sliders, like bigger than a White Castle, obviously, because White Castle, but like small, thin burgers. But I did 12 triples.
okay.
And I got like they put your name up on the wall, and I think someone finally beat my record like a year ago or something. But for like 10 or 12 years, it was like up on the wall. So that was my one claim to fame. But yeah, I have a voracious appetite still to this
That's
day.
sick. Okay, I gotta do. All right, here we go. Let's try this on.
Oh, JG, I know JGFC too. He's a ship chaser.
Oh, there we go. We got a lot. I mean, a lot of badges in this draft, even just to begin with.
An easy DFS might be easy, which is like he's a really sharp DFS guy who does best ball as well. So
that makes me a little more scared now.
Honestly, I kind of like when there's a lot of like red badges and stuff because I just feel like people stay in their lane a little bit more in terms of stacking and everything.
Yeah.
When you get some randoms and some just whatever people just going rogue, I feel like it can throw off your game a little bit.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Okay, mail. Yeah, I just got a freaking ad account. There we go. Now we're cooking with steam here. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas, baby. All right, we're coming back up on the clock here. Let's see. 2 picks away. We got JJ. Oh, if I feel like if Saquon fell back here, if that would be most ideal, right? Damn it. All right, doesn't happen. Ayuk. I wouldn't mind a little Ayuk. Any guys it's who do you like range, right?
This is choose your own adventure. I like Devontae or Debo probably.
Okay. I like Devontae.
I'm fine with Ayuk if you want to go Ayuk if you haven't gotten a lot of them. He is the faller, so
yeah. Let's go Devontae. You like Devontae?
Yeah, I love Devontae. Yeah,
cool. Love it. Love it.
Just some fucking gams on the squad.
Literally, right? Okay. Well, all right. I think we're almost back here. I just want to make sure I get this figured out.
Yeah, dude, that's trust me, I know the
I was literally just drafting on my laptop like 2 seconds ago. Like I literally drafted right before the stream, so I don't know what the deal was.
Did you just lock yourself out? Like you try to log in?
Yeah, and I thought I put my password in right. I don't know, but yeah. So sorry. If I promise after I get this figured out, I will be a better I'll be a better streamer to the audience and to you. So we got 31 people in here though. What's popping, everybody? Let's see. Oh, Tyler's in here. What's going on? I have a voracious appetite for hunk, so it looks like I'm in the right place today. That's funny. Did a 42-ounce steak challenge at my bachelor party in Chicago. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that Jason? Is that bone in though? Because that's
okay, yeah. I like Neighbors.
I like Neighbors. I haven't gotten a lot of Laporta.
We can go Laporta then. This is your account.
Do you have a lean there? I mean, I love Neighbors too. So I mean,
yeah, I really like Neighbors, but I just feel like we can get like the same tight ends in like a couple rounds later.
Yeah, let's go Neighbors. Let's go.
Okay,
Neighbors.
Okay, cool. Because it just feels like it's really hard to repeat as the tight end one. I feel like Laporta, he had a ton of touchdowns last year too. Like it's not to say I'm not gonna have any Laporta. I just feel like, bro, when I can take my shots on like McBride, Kelsey, Andrews, and Kincaid all in and even like Kittle who could outscore Laporta. It just, I don't know, but maybe Laporta is the guy you need in week 17. That's why you want to take shares of everybody. So that's the only.
Yeah, that's like the mindset that I have as well. But it's like I feel like because I think that way, I never take Laporta. So it's like I have to force myself almost to take him, which is hilarious because I'm a big Laporta guy, and El Coach was that was his guy who helped him get to 15th overall in BBM last year. So I should be more in on him, but yeah, it's like the opportunity cost is pretty high. So.
All right, let's see here. Okay. Oh, wait here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We might be back. We might be back.
Jason says bone in, but had to eat a baked potato and a large salad and Texas toast. Okay, so that makes up for the bone in.
I like this. Yeah, 3 awesome quarterbacks to stack with on our build right now. Just elite level quarterback coming out of McCarthy, Gardner probably, and maybe who do you think starts week 1 in New York? That's such an interesting conversation. Like, I think you can make the case for I truly think you can make the case for Drew Lock.
You can make the case for Drew Lock. I still think it's Daniel Jones, but I can definitely see it.
Yeah. Okay. We might be back here.
Broncos 05 is saying, what about the gristle and the fat? They make you eat that? I mean, yeah, that's part of the steak. One of the best parts.
All right. I'm back in my underdog, so we're good. We're good now. We'll exit out of this draft. Just kidding. That would be funny though. Just go draft on my account right after. All right. Oh, it's my also. Hey, I also want you're a respected dynasty player. It is my turn to pick in my dynasty league.
Okay.
So need running backs, but Ben Sinnott is there. Right, rookie draft. Ben Sinnott is there at the 310 right now. The 310.
Is it Superflex tight end premium?
Superflex 10 team. No, not tight end, not tight end premium. But my only tight end right now is Dallas Goedert, and he's not.
Yeah, you got to go Sinnott. Who else is there?
Corley, Burden, Javon Baker, some other names, but
what was the first one?
Corley.
I mean,
I've also taken 3 receivers already in this draft. I've taken Marv, Adunze, and Leggett.
I mean, I like Burton, but I kind of like Sinnott more a little bit.
I think I'm gonna go Sinnott. I'm feeling Sinnott. Like I said, I need running backs, but I can trade for those. I have my receiver core in this league is going to be Marv, London, Amon-Ra, Adunze. I have JSN. I have Calvin Ridley. Like I just drafted Leggett too. Like my receivers are fucking stacked. So I think it's Sinnott. Yeah, Jamie says Sinnott here too. Yeah, Sinnott. I'm gonna go Sinnott because I need a running back, but I'm also up in 2 picks again, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get Ray Davis. So
Ray Davis. If Burton's still there, I would probably still go Burton. The Pound. Yeah, shout out the Pound. I was supposed to do a stream with him last night. Honestly, my Thursday and Friday were just absolutely heinous at work. And then I thought my Friday was going to be chill. So I just had to tap out. I didn't have the brain power to do a stream last night, but we're going to reschedule to next week.
He's hopping on this show with us on, I forgot which day it was. I have a couple of guests playing it, but we said,
hell yeah.
Tuesday. I forgot which day it was. Thursday next week, I think, is what it was.
Dude, that's hype.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's what it was. But yeah, I love his Founders. All right. We're on the clock here. Like I said, we can go one of these tight ends we were talking about. We could go maybe a little Mahomes and take a KC guy on the back end if we wanted to. What are you thinking?
I like McBride.
Okay, let's go McBride. Let's do it.
Give ourselves an out to a Kyler later on. We're keeping up at wide receiver with those 3, and then I just think McBride is like set up so well this year.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, we are good. We are locked in. We are locked and loaded. I'm gonna grab my water's over yonder. I'm gonna grab it real fast. Be right back.
That's okay. You're good. So yeah, it's like I don't want to not take some Laporta, like we were just saying, but like McBride could be the tight end one in Dynasty as well. I think there's an argument to be made for him and Kincaid, Kelsey, Andrews. Like there's just so many good options, so it's hard to force yourself to take Laporta there when you can get like the receivers in that range are a lot better than, in my opinion, than the receivers that you come back around here. So.
This is a hilarious comment, PPR Pounders. Zay Jones just signed the Cardinals. Probably, yeah. I feel like that kind of helps McBride too. Like there could have been some other guys who could have signed, but just if it improves the overall quality of the offense, like McBride's such a red zone threat too. So I kind of like that.
I agree.
Okay, we are on the clock right here. Amari's a name. I feel like I'm not in it as in on this Amari as maybe I should be. But any guys you maybe like Cook, you like White?
I like Amari.
You like Amari?
Amari, White, I'm fine with, or Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the last laugh in there. You
I
get the
kind of
last.
want to. I kind of want to go Amari. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I like it. I can get down with that.
We're just. I don't know. Like I feel like Amari is perennial. I know he's not sexy, but it's like he's pretty much locked in. Well, I don't know about in half PPR, but like 15 points a game in PPR and whatever. They have Jameis now as a backstop, and it's not Tyler Hunt or whatever, whoever the hell they had last year behind him. I know they brought in Flacco, but I think he gives you spike weeks and steady production, which helps with taking Neighbors, who like I don't think he's going to start off slow, but like if he does, we have a little bit more early season and spike weeks as we saw last year with like the 50-point game he had. So
yeah, dude, I'm still on the clock. I'm back on the clock in this same league. I'm at the 402. Malachi Corley is still there. But I want to take her. I need a running back. Like I drafted Lloyd. My only running backs on my roster right now are like Gibson, Miles Sanders.
Dude, get your guy, dude.
Corley's my guy too. And I can't, but like how in the hell did Brendan Rice get drafted and Jalen McMillan get drafted over Burton, Baker, and Corley?
Who are these guys?
This is a home league. This is not the but like the value of Corley, just like I think I just go Davis, man.
I think you should go Davis. I don't, especially with the receivers you have. Like,
somebody's about to get an insane freaking little stay. Oh, I have Montgomery on this team too. But yeah, other than that, like I have no running backs. Gainwell, Deion Jackson, Gibson, Miles Sanders, Chris Evans, Pierre Strong, Jordan Mason. Disgusting.
We're like, what was your state of your team? What was the state of your team last year? Were you tanking or what? I'm assuming.
No, we had some injuries on the squad last year. It was just a little unfortunate. We had Kyler, so he didn't play to kind of start the season. So like right now, my team, so it's 10 team. It's 3 wide, so it's 1 super flex, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, tight end, 2 flexes, and then a super flex. And my team is Josh Allen. I have Josh Allen, Kyler, and Deshaun. So like Deshaun and Kyler missed a good chunk of the season. So I do have Amon-Ra. I have Ridley. I have London, who like London's gonna be better this year. I have Dallas Goedert, and obviously I have Gabe Davis and JSN. And like so, I had the 102 and the 19 in this draft, and I traded up to get a Dunze because I was like, how sick would it be if I just had a Dunze to go with that? So I traded Pacheco and a Dunze, or Pacheco and the 19 to get a Dunze, and then I moved back 1 more slot to a guy who thought I was going to take Brock Bowers, who I was not going to. So I picked up an extra second. So I pretty much traded Pacheco and the 109 for a Dunze in a second.
That's perfectly fine. I'm not super into Pacheco. He's fine, but like
yeah.
I mean, especially in 3. You said 3 wide receivers, 2 flex.
3 wide receivers, 2 flex. Yeah.
I mean, you still like wide receiver is so important when you should be starting 5, right? If you have the 2 flexes. So like, you're going to win at quarterback. You're going to win at wide receiver. Your tight end like is fine. He's not going to like, it's not amazing, but then running back is the least. It's the last piece you always want to add to a team. So,
someone would give a shot there. That would have been a nice value. Kamara is still nice. I think Kamara has true like workhorse running back upside that like Jones, Montgomery.
I'm down for Kamara if you want to go for our first running back here. Yeah,
he's like people talk about Montgomery being like that. If you go 0 RB, like Montgomery's a great.
Could go Aaron Jones for the correlation, but I don't know if it makes just for the correlation if you want to do it.
I just think Kamara's gonna be better.
Yeah, I mean I like Kamara a lot. Yeah,
cool. You never know. Maybe Aaron Jones sneaks his way back on. It was only 6 picks away, so he could sneak his way back on down to us, which would be nice.
Yeah, these guys here in River Rat doesn't have a running back, but it's like this whole range. People can just keep pushing it. So,
not gonna lie, Tyler, this comment offends me. Because I'm such a Corley guy. So the fact that you just call him Sky Moore 2.0 sickens me. It makes me sick.
I'm on Tyler's boat here.
Which one?
I'm not emo Cowboys.
Not me.
Yeah, I'm not a Corley slappy. I just low ADOT doesn't do it for me.
Low ADOT, but he led the class in fucking yards after catch.
At Western Kentucky, though.
Yeah, but I don't. He played a game against Ohio State. I believe he had. I forget the exact stat line. I think it was like 5 for 95 and a touchdown against Ohio State.
I mean, hey, they don't really have a wide receiver too. I mean, Mike Williams, but like he's coming off the ACL and he's 30.
You're not buying into the Corley living in Aaron Rodgers' house hype? Are you kidding me?
That does help. It does help.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
I mean, because usually Rodgers is kind of like a dick to some rookies.
Yeah.
So if he's taking him under his wing, I guess that's a good sign. Yeah.
Do we do it?
I mean, okay, so two things here.
Too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aaron Jones for this correlation, or we could go Kyler and lock up the Kyler McBride. I kind of almost lean Kyler. Just
okay.
Do you have a take there? Do you?
No, I like stacking Kyler up with McBride. I mean, yeah, the correlation would be nice, but we can still stack. I mean, we might as well get a stack now because we can. I mean, it's always nice to have. We go Kyler, then we grab one of these like the Giants or Vegas or Minnesota. So I think Kyler makes sense here.
I just because then we don't have another built-in stack here for like the middle range quarterbacks. We'd have to backstack it, which we always could. But
yeah. Have you guys tried drafting on DraftKings? It's so much easier competition, like getting Neighbors or Debo in the 4th round. I haven't played like any DraftKings. Have you experimented with the old DK?
I haven't. I should though. But yeah, I know Sacrilegious in the Leg Up Discord was talking about like it's the softest across everything. Like even on Drafters, like I think the Drafters is pretty full of sickos. Yeah. I think DraftKings you get the people who just have money left over in their account and they're just drafting best ball when they've never done it before. So
yeah. I did a little Drafters when it was like the pre-draft process. I had already maxed out my entire big boards. I had nothing to draft on stream. So I streamed one Drafters draft on there. I also got a promo, so I got like a couple extra entries, but I did a little bit of that. It's definitely a little it's a different drafting strategy where like in this, I think you kind of make the case where you want to draft a lot of rookies. And Drafters, I feel like you don't want to take that many rookies because it's season-long scoring. So like a guy like Trey McBride, who maybe you love drafting on Underdog, because like the back half of the season he could go off. It's like it doesn't really almost matter in Drafters because it's full season. So you're looking for guys who are going to give you points every single week. It's a different style of drafting. Like stacks matter, but not as much. It's just it's a different type of strategy and game theory with Drafters.
Yeah, I feel like team stacks I definitely still want, and like I'll take rookies, but not at like the crazy premium of Underdog because of what you just said. So it's like you still want to stack, you still want to get rookies, but it's like there's like 10 different things we're weighing each pick, right? It definitely gets pushed down a few rungs down the ladder. So yeah.
100%. Also, too, if you are watching right now, this is the e-begging portion of the show. We don't run ads. We just e-beg on this show. So if you're watching, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Drop a sub. At 600 subs, we are doing a 24-hour live stream, which will be an absolute blast. I'm excited to do that. We're kind of close. I mean, we're a lot closer at this point. Like I didn't think we'd be at this many subs at this point in the kind of the off season. I didn't really know what to expect. I just didn't realize I knew that there was a community of Bestball sickos and bros and gals, I should say too. But I just didn't realize how many of them there were. So I'm really appreciative of everyone that tunes in and day out, whether it's been one stream or it's every stream. I just want to say thank you. So yeah, Anthony's in here liking sub quality content so it can keep going. Yeah.
Amen.
So 600 subs are doing a 24-hour live stream. Go sub to Bindles. His link is in the description. So is Bestball Guy. Go sub to Bestball Guy as well. I have this thing that I just copy paste into my YouTube every single day, and yours and Bestball Guys are just going to be permanently in there now.
Dude, I saw that. I think I'm going to do the same thing with you guys because I'm already plugging you guys all the time. So I'm like, I might as well just leave it in there. Yeah.
We stream so often together. It's like I just because I'll always forget to like put it in or no, it's an extra step. So I might as well just keep it in there every time because like I feel like we're always either in each other's stream or like vice versa. So I'll just keep it in there now. Maybe we'll see how long that list grows. So also too, while we're okay, let's talk about this real quick and then I'll get into my thing. But running back here, A lot of good, I think, options. Do you have a lean? Jonathan Brooks is a guy I like. I don't mind Najee as well. Any guys want to add to that list?
We just have Kamara, right?
Just Kamara, yeah.
I mean, I'm fine going Brooks. We just want to get our guy. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Let's go Brooks. Najee's a faller. Hey, let's go Brooks.
I was gonna say Brooks could make it back around to us because we're kind of
Najee.
shielded.
There we go. Najee then. Little Cleveland thing going on too. So if that's any tiebreaker, I guess we had New Orleans there, but whatever. Yeah, I just think, the value, it's kind of a toss up for me. Might as well take the guy with the better falling value. Najee does fall in a couple drafts. It's not like it's a crazy value, but it's a nice tiebreaker. And some people could be scared of Brooks. This draft has 2. This draft has 0 running backs. You got to think this.
Yeah, he might.
It's also too. Yeah, it's also the guys in the stream that are sandwiched between us. So I wouldn't. Brooks has probably gotten here.
I was gonna say we do have Arizona, so we could go Benson or Connor.
Yeah, that's true too. That's 100% true as well.
He's here in River, isn't he?
Yeah, Najee just got Arthur Smith and a new O-line. That's why I like Najee, man. Like I'm like I forget if it was you that was on the stream that I was talking about this with. It might have been Bestball guy, but Najee, like Arthur Smith thinks about football in such a basic way where he's like, it's kind of like how we think about it, where it's like big back, goal line back, small back, catch passes, throw him ball. Like that's how he thinks about this shit. Like I've watched this guy coach the Falcons for 3 years. Like that's why Tyler Algier was their goal line back, and like why he tried to get like fancy. Like he doesn't think about and he doesn't like 3-down workhorse backs. And like I think I like Jalen Warren. I like him as a player, but I just think Najee has a higher touchdown potential than Jalen Warren, because I think Jalen Warren's going to be used like Bijan was last year, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when it's when you're taking Jalen Warren in the 9th, 10th round, and you're taking Bijan like the first round of last year's draft. That's why it's not a bad thing. But I just think Najee Harris is going to be heavily involved. Somebody made a good point where they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. They don't care what happens to him this year. They're going to pound him into the ground. So
yeah, ride him out.
Exactly.
Okay, so I like Benson because we already have 2 early season guys. Njoku also for our it's really early for 2 tight ends, but we could go with Cleveland and try to get out Deshaun Watson or a Bowers.
We do a Vegas thing too with the Adams and
That's
Bowers.
True.
So
well, yeah, I'll give you the reins.
I think you're gonna do this to me, man. I don't even know if I have a combo like this. It's kind of an interesting combo with Bowers and McBride. I kind of like this one. Maybe the Raiders offense, I kind of like buying on offense that nobody wants. Like for me this year, like if I had to do a top 3, I think my number 1 for sure is like Carolina. I mean, we've talked to Carolina at lengths on this show before we've talked about Leggett. We've talked about Jonathan Brooks and how big of a Dave Canales fan I am. So Carolina is like that number 1, and Bryce Young is like being treated like he's literally the same quarterback as he was last year. And is there an outcome where he's like, again, like the Panthers are the worst team in the league and the offense is bottom 3? Like, yeah, there's an outcome of that, but I just don't think with the moves they've made, they've invested in receiver, they've invested in O-line, they've invested in the running game. Like they didn't really do a lot on defense. They gave away Brian Burns, and like they didn't really add anybody back. So I just kind of like the way this offense is shaping up. Get the offense in check first, kind of like how Indy's doing a little bit, where their defense was awful last year, but their defense was awful last year, but their offense is making strides. So I really like Carolina. I think another offense that nobody likes is Denver, which is for good reason. But I just think no one was drafting the Houston offense last year, and it's and no one really even liked Stroud. Everybody liked Bryce Young. Nobody was everyone was off Stroud because that fucking S2 cognition test, which we didn't hear anything about the S2 this year, and it's because CJ Stroud proved it was a fucking crock of shit. So I don't know. I kind of like buying offense that nobody likes. So Denver, Carolina, and then one that's sneaky. It's not even to say that nobody likes them, but I just think I'm going to be higher on this offense is Seattle, right? We've talked about that to length as well. So I think Seattle, Denver, and Carolina would be 3 offenses that I'm actively buying, and I think they're going to be just overall better than people expect them to.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about a few of those before. The one other one that I'll add in is New England. I don't really like taking Ramondre just because I think his price is a little bit higher than I would like. I think he should be going right where the 90 to 100 range with that whole bunch of guys we were just choosing between. But all the rest of them, you can back second with Douglas. I know we've been high on Douglas, Baker. Jalen Polk, Hunter Henry. Like it's such an easy backstack to get at the end of the draft. And same thing, like everyone's just same as the offenses you were talking about. Like everyone's just assuming, oh, they were bad last year, they're going to be bad this year. But it's like the situations are changing, right? They have young teams where the players can grow, new coaching staffs and whatnot. So definitely a good strategy to buy into those teams. Whatever. I think you want to mix it in with obviously some good offense as well earlier in the draft, but the cost is just so cheap. So
100%. We got a really balanced team build right here. We started 4 receivers. I think we've caught up at running back quite nicely with Kamara and Najee, dudes that I think have a lot more upside. I mean, our tight end room is done. So it kind of gives us the luxury to really just, hammer maybe running back and receiver. I'm guessing we're thinking, maybe Jones, Locke, McCarthy, maybe Darnold if, like we just get sniped just terribly. Gardner, Aiden, Deshaun. Like we have a bunch of late stacking options. So I think we can really just focus on running back and receiver here.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like this is a good range for both of those. Like some fun running backs that fall here, and then whatever, just receivers that we can get stacked up or that we can set up a back stack with as well. And I mean, I feel like there's some good fallen value to us here, unless some of these guys get sniped, but we'll see.
All right, let's see who falls to us here. Let's see, who are we thinking here? I mean, there's a couple guys I'm looking at right now. You never know who's in the fucking. It was a luxury when I had no subs and I could just say what I was thinking out loud because I had like 3 people in my chat. But I'd rather this be the alternative though. So I thank you guys every day. You guys. All right, who are we thinking? Running back wise, I don't mind Singletary. Obviously, I'm a Spears guy, but I would think I'd prefer Singletary even over Spears. Receivers.
I say we wait on receiver. Let's go Singletary or Spears, whoever you want there.
Let's go Singletary. We got a Giants thing. We don't have any Tennessee. Singletary makes sense here.
True. Yeah, you're right. Good point.
There we go. I just too like Singletary earned my respect in a very difficult way because I just thought he was terrible at football. And I remember doing prize picks last NFL season, and like it was kind of when Pierce was down and Singletary was the guy. I was like, dude, Singletary sucks. Like, I'm just gonna hit his under. I think I hit his under like 3 straight weeks of like 89 rushing yards, and I think he torched me all 3 weeks in a row. So he has earned my respect from that outcome. Where I just think maybe he's good, and like I don't know, the Giants are weird this year. Like I don't know. I feel like if they have a decent, I mean, they were fine when Jones was healthy 2 years ago in 2022. Yeah, 2022. Like they were a decent offense. Like they were. I mean, Saquon was a viable guy. Some of those receivers were fun too. Like. I don't know. I think the Giants offense could be better. I think Dable gets a little too much shit. I think he's truly just been put through the ringer in terms of injuries and kind of what he's had to work with. I mean, they haven't had a playmaker like Neighbors since he's been there. So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, their offense was good with like Isaiah Hodgins, Darius Slayton. I forget who the other guy was that went to the Chiefs.
Tony.
No, the other like small
Richie James.
Yeah, Richie James. Like if those guys were putting up numbers, like I like Daboll as a coach. I think he's super, super smart. He can scheme stuff up. But yeah, they had a weird year. Daniel Jones got hurt. They had a bunch of injuries. So I mean, yeah, that's another one where like they could definitely bounce back in a big way this year. So
Adonai Mitchell, man, I wish he went to like any other team but Indianapolis. I'd be a lot more in on him. It's just the Richardson throwing stuff really scares me. But he could just be the wide receiver 2 there. Like maybe. I don't know. I don't mind Palmer, Gabe. I still like Spears. I don't know. Any guys you like here?
I mean, I kind of like Spears, and then we can just go 5 running backs and then just hammer wide receiver and quarterback for a bit.
You don't gotta convince me to draft a little Tajay Spears, man. I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter. If you haven't, at PPR Tyler, I dropped my I draft underdog lineup, and the lineup is Josh Allen quarterback, running back ETN, running back Tajay Spears, JJ at receiver, Tank Dell at receiver, Christian Kirk at receiver, Evan Ingram and/or Noah Fant at tight end, and my flex is Ray Davis. Like that's my I draft. They're close to my ADP, I draft. They're past ADP, I draft. Like it's kind of like that Arthur Smith, that thing I was talking about. Right, big running back, goal line runs. smaller running back. I throw him ball. Like
Simple game. Simple game.
yeah, exactly. Simple game.
What was I gonna say? Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, I like Ron Stewart was making a good point he came on my channel on Thursday night. But AD Mitchell, I mean, yeah, it's doesn't seem like the greatest landing spot, but he lands with Reggie Wayne as his wide receiver coach. So if anyone can kind of like get the best out of him, it's him. And I think we're overstating how run heavy the Colts are going to be. Like we see Richardson and we see Taylor, and we're like, okay, they're just going to be like the Falcons a couple of years ago and just absolutely pound the rock. I think the two things is Richardson, like he's not known as like a thrower, but I think he's been a little bit underrated in that. And just because we haven't seen it. So I think the passing volume could be perfectly fine. Like it's not going to be like top of the league or anything, but if it's like league average, and then the other thing is their play volume is going to be pretty crazy. So that could help just whatever the whole offense from a fantasy perspective as well. So I'm not super in on AD Mitchell, but it's like definitely think you want to take your shots on him.
Yeah, he was one of my most drafted players pre-draft. So I do have my shares of AD because I like the player, but also I don't think anybody was really expecting the kind of fall he had in the NFL draft. Maybe behavior stuff. Who really knows? The fact that he just wasn't a producer in college too, I think hurt him. He's kind of just like, great film, just no numbers really to back it up. So what do you do with that? I think that just scared some NFL teams off, considering we had a ton of receivers who did produce in the NFL draft. So that could have been a reason. But this is an interesting thing about the Giants that they put in here. Giants are always tricking us, sucked us in 21. We faded in 22 and good in 22. We bought in 23. Now we're fading again. Maybe we'll get the bit of the back. And then adding on to that, Alex says the Giants get rid of Dable because they drafted a bad QB, then paid him $40 million. Giants will deserve sucking for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I think we get too sucked into just like, what happened last year when you got to kind of like project forward, which is like, I think you do a good job. I think a lot of like whatever people who are streamers do a good job, but like the market as a whole just discounts people so much based on whatever. It's such a chaotic game anyways that you want to lean into the uncertainty and the teams that got the bad roll of the dice last year and like, hey, we don't know. It's another roll this year. Like if they have stuff that's kind of pointing in the right direction, I mean, you can tell your story about anyone, but it's the cost, like we were saying. Like that'll supercharge your teams. If you get a giant stack and they go crazy like they did in 2022, then you're basically getting like all the players should go like 3 or 4 rounds higher than they are if they all hit as a team. So,
dude, Jerry Jeudy? Are you in on Jeudy at all? I mean, he would stack up nicely here. Gabe's falling. I mean, Jerry Jeudy and Gabe are both falling. I don't know, man. Just like they paid him a ton of money. He's gonna be the wide receiver too. If Deshaun he plays to like 2/3 of what he was in Houston. Like this Cleveland offense.
I'm fine with. I kind of want to go Leggett just because I always want to Leggett.
I was trying to talk myself out of Leggett and just like I'll bring up Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, I have no problem drafting Xavier Leggett.
We're playing the hits here,
dude. Freaking another. Also, too, I don't know if you noticed this. I was gonna say it when you said it earlier in the stream, but every time I watch your stream or you're on my stream, one thing it's a lock. It's like Christian McCaffrey betting over half a touchdown. You say every single time you go, it's kind of choose your own adventure. I feel like that's like your favorite saying. Like I say, who says no? You say you could just choose your own adventure in this round 2 receiver range.
Dude, I have like, you know what? Another thing I say is, you know what I mean. My girlfriend will always be like, you say you know what I mean like 50 times per day, and I just don't say anything because I'm just used to it. But yeah. Everyone has their little phrases, and that's definitely one of mine. A few of mine. So
I love it. All right, man, I'm liking this team. I'm really liking this team. Jeudy goes. Okay. I mean, no stacks here with the guys we got.
Yeah, so I'm fine with Polk or Mooney probably.
I like Mooney. I don't know what it is. I just think Mooney's good. Like Mooney was a winner from the draft, and his ADP has not changed whatsoever. I feel like it's like the market's really not. They don't even just care about Mooney. I think Mooney's the play here.
I'm good with it. You've been deferring to me, so I'll let you have a pick for sure.
Yeah, we got a nice little we got some AFC or NFC South stuff going on here too.
Yeah, we
Carolina,
do.
Atlanta,
Absolutely.
New Orleans. We're missing Tampa Bay. But yeah, oh my God. Speaking, I mean, we're talking about Leggett, man. I mean, I'm just gonna play the clip. Play the clip from yesterday.
How old were you when you rode your first one?
When I was about 5 years old, and ever since I was a little boy, my uncle here bring the horses to my house every day for my birthday.
Just I mean, man, how do you hate that?
Pure gold.
How do you hate that?
Let's think through because quarterback, I mean, how do you feel about 2 QB versus 3 QB with Kyler?
It depends, man. It depends on who we get. Like if it's Deshaun and Kyler, I feel like that's fine. If it's JJ, I'm scared because I don't know how many games he's going to play to start off the season. So maybe that's where we go like, maybe Gardner, JJ, Kyler. That sounds disgusting. We could go Bryce too, who I like. Obviously, we have Leggett, so that would make sense as well. We're gonna have pretty much our pick of the litter here. I'm assuming at our next pick.
Yeah, I kind of like if we can get the second and third stacked because we have 2 tight ends early. I'm pretty fine with going 3 QB, 5 running back. What would that be? 7 receivers and 2 tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. Because I mean our wide receiver room is strong, but we did take some rookies, so let's see what falls to us. If we get a good value on one of them, we'll see. But yeah, I don't really want to just like lock myself into one thing or the other. Let's see what falls to us.
Cool. Jamie says, would you rather have AD Mitchell or a Sinnott in Dynasty? Let's just assume it's Superflex tight end premium.
I think I'm going Sinnott, honestly, just because tight end, like they're such a good chance to raise in value, especially with the Ertz is whatever another year older than he was, and I really like Sinnott as a prospect, coming in at the same time as Jaden Daniels. So I just think AD Mitchell, like receiver as a rookie, like they really have to hit for them to raise in value. And I can just see AD Mitchell like being worth like a third next year. Whereas Sinnott, I feel like probably is locked in for like late first, early second value. So he's gonna rise, and I'll just take the player that I think is more likely to rise. So
Gotcha. Somebody said, where is it? Leggett has a cult following in South Carolina from high school days, so they drafted him just to sell tickets, which were going for $5 last year. I understand. Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean he's a hometown kid, so I'm sure that's definitely gonna help with the ticket sales. But one thing I will say about Leggett, people have their knocks. Obviously, it's the age, it's the no production in the first 4 years. But I will say he had more yards this season than your favorite wide receiver, not named, unless it's a Dunze. The only 2 receivers in this class that he did not produce this year were a Dunze and Neighbors. Everyone else he had more production than, which is crazy. So I think at least we've seen it. Okay, we're on the clock here. Deshaun is here. Do we want to go Deshaun?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else really inspiring here. I say we go Deshaun.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just, you know what? Let's just get after it. Now, do we stop at 2 quarterbacks here? Is the next question. Are we good with Deshaun and Kyler? Maybe if Deshaun has a really good season, like we're gonna be kicking ourselves if we did draft a third quarterback. You know what I mean?
I say we go running back here and then see what, because I kind of want to get one of these running backs in the next round or so.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because like McCarthy, he could fall down the board a little bit, and then we also have like all the dudes at the bottom just to kind of choose from. So I think running back here, especially with some of the guys left on the board here, is definitely the move.
And like at this point in the offseason where we don't really know RB2 roles, like we don't like after like Gibson and like maybe Bucky Irving, bless you. I just like I'm fine doing it like with the 4 we have. Getting a 5th that's kind of gross, but like just seems really gross after like these next couple guys. So yeah.
All right. And I mean DJ Joe Mixon, I swear to God, Jason, if you take This fucking player. You're banned for 5 minutes. Okay. Algier.
I say we go Algier. I mean, that's
Thank
a
you.
handcuff
Thank
for Bijan at pick 168
A
is
little Atlanta in there too, just as the consolation
true.
prize.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it.
Let's go getting the ATL boys.
I feel like a schoolboy every time I draft Algier. Just like as your RB5 man in round fucking 15. Okay, I'm serious. It's not even just because I'm an Atlanta fan. You tell me who has more upside as a pure handcuff than like Algier? Like Ray Davis, probably not. Kendre Miller, probably not. Vidal, no. Hubbard, maybe, but no. Lloyd, maybe. Like Dowdle, like right. Like, are we kidding, dude? Chandler. I'd much rather have Algier. Like, let's say Jones goes down, Bijan goes down. Who would you rather have for like 5 weeks? I think for me, it's 100% Algier.
I mean, yeah, Algier is going to get fed.
Yeah.
It's not an Arthur Smith offense anymore, so it's not going to be probably as crazy. But like, he can pass block, he can catch passes, he can carry the load on the ground as well. So like, yeah, he handcuffed to Bijan. Bijan's going in the first round, and Algier's going in round 6-15. I'm fine with that. I mean, because like even like what is it, like Alexander Madison when Dalvin Cook was there, he was going in like the 12th round.
Yeah.
And like whatever, like pick 120, 110, people were taking the handcuff there, and it's weird. Like I guess maybe it's just because now that whole clump of running backs is getting pushed back to like that 8th, 9th round range. So it's just kind of pushing down some of the other running backs. But like the handcuff running backs at this point, like that's just like an easy click for me.
In 2022, when that year when Patterson kind of got hurt and Algier took over down the stretch, here are some of his game-long finishes when he was the guy. 17 carries, 139 yards, and a touchdown. 18 carries, 74 yards, and 4 catches for 43 yards. 20 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown. 24 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Some other games in there, like 10 attempts, 10 carries, 99 yards, and 24 yards receiving. Like he's shown. It's not even that like we're like projecting it. Like he has shown that he can be an absolute like just dog when he gets those carries, and like he's still young. Like I don't know. He just has that 3-down workhorse type of role where like Jalen Wright, like yes, it's really exciting. He's fast, but like Jalen Wright's probably never, even if Mostert or Achane go down or Achane, he just doesn't project as a guy who's going to get a ton of carries or like goal line work. I just feel like a guy like Algier where like he can catch passes. He can, kind of shoulder the workload a little bit. I think he's going to be involved, just trying to keep Bijan a little healthy. Like he's going to, have maybe a couple games or, maybe he falls in the end zone or something like that. Bijan needs a breather and he just breaks a 25-yard run. He's a good running back. Like he's not a bad running back whatsoever. So yeah.
And like we have Kamara, Najee, Singletary, who are projectable volume guys. Spears, I think, is going to get, like we were talking about before, like he's going to get work even with Pollard if Pollard is healthy and he has a contingent value. And then Algier is the ultimate contingent value, like we were talking about. So
exactly.
So I'm thinking about a few different things here. We could go JJ. We also could go Wandale. I don't love, but we could do Wandale for our Giants thing and then either get Daniel Jones on the way back, or we could set up a New England thing and go, or I think the New England guys went probably. Did Douglas go and Baker?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so yeah, never mind. Then let's not do that.
Okay, here. Also, too, Charlie C is in here. How do I draft with you guys? Is it free? It is not free. You have to put some money in your account. But there's a lot of different contests you can do. $25, $5, $4 right now. So now's a great time to hop in here. Underdog Fantasy. Great platform. We'll be drafting all summer long. So that's kind of the deal there. Okay, who are we thinking here? McCarthy.
Yeah, let's just lock up McCarthy.
McCarthy, go 3 QB. I like it, man. I like it. I mean, Minnesota had like, if it's any indication of like if they use JJ McCarthy kind of like how they did with Kirk Cousins last year, there's going to be a ton of passing volume in this offense. So, but that's the thing is like McCarthy has never had in a season at Michigan where he threw over like 330 passing attempts, and I think Minnesota with Kirk on last year was on pace for like 600 or something like that.
I think more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So like I don't know, like it feels like he's just like kind of like a Brock Purdy guy, like where Brock Purdy can throw the ball, but like you cannot rely on Brock Purdy to win you games or at all. So
yeah, I mean it's stacked, and I really, if I'm gonna go 3 quarterbacks, I want them all stacked. Just makes sense.
Yeah.
In week 16 or week 17 to push us through, just having those outs for different stacks definitely helps.
You think 2 more receivers on this build?
Yeah, let's go just tab to receiver. Let's just
okay, now just guys we like. I mean, Zay Jones would make sense with Arizona.
I was gonna say Zay Jones, yeah.
Okay, let's use Zay Jones for sure then.
And then maybe we can get Hyatt if he falls to us.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, 18th round. Let's see.
Even Slayton if you really want to get sick.
Yeah, I actually like Slayton a lot. Yeah.
A New England guy that I think not really being talked about as much, and maybe just because I'm from Minnesota and I just thought he was a good receiver, is KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne, like he earned everything that he got on the Vikings, and like Kirk Cousins even said it, where he was like a guy, he's one of the best receivers that no one really gave any credit to was Osborne. Is like he just didn't get as much run because he was behind, Jefferson and Addison, and then Thielen when he was there in Minnesota too. Like he was always just kind of locked into the number 3 slot because the guys with talent just were kind of ahead of him. In this offense right now, dude, he could just be the number 1. Like he could beat out Baker, he could beat out Polk. Yeah, like I don't know, they some higher draft capital those 2 receivers, but I think Osborne's just a good receiver. And like if you're doing a New England thing or you're just looking for another guy to get late in your drafts, I think Osborne's going to have some value this year. I think he's just a legit good receiver.
I mean, 18th round, especially, he's probably not drafted in every draft, which gives you leverage on the rest of the field. You can definitely sell me on it. Scroll up. Let's see who else is here.
Boyd is interesting. Shark on the Chargers. Let's see.
I don't hate Boyd. A.T. Perry is interesting.
He's like the 3 or 2 there, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, Slayton. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Slayton, if I'm being honest. I think
okay.
I think he's like locked in to just like start and run routes. Boyd, fine. I think they're gonna move Burks.
Yeah, I do like the fact that Boyd is he relinks with his old OC / play caller. So I do like that guy's probably going to use him the way that he should be used. Also, like it's Will Levis probably could use kind of a safety blanket. Like I wouldn't say like really kind of can be that, but he's I feel like he's more of like give me the deep threat for that team. Hopkins could be that, but slot guy over the middle. Tyler Boyd does make some sense. I do worry about the lack of the overall volume in that offense, especially with Levis, and then he's unproven. But if he hits, like it's going to be a smack. It's like it just a lot of this stuff just comes down to how good are these quarterbacks going to be. Like how good is Nick's going to be? How good is Bryce Young going to be? How good is Will Levis going to be? Like it's just some unknowns from that aspect, and that's why you can hit big on some guys like Geno Smith 2 years ago, C.J. Stroud last year, Sam Howell last year, even to a degree. So it's I think it's always you should be taking some dart throws at like some of these offense that nobody wants because those are the ones that can win you a contest because they could just turn the entire thing around. Especially like Tennessee, where like new play callers, so many weapons. They beefed up their whole line. Like this Tennessee offense could be like top 10 this year. I'm like it's not a crazy. I wouldn't predict it to happen, but I think it's in the.
They have upside, yeah.
Yeah, they have upside for sure. If Levis can just figure it the fuck out, like he has all the tools and the protection to do it. It's just whether or not is he the guy, which I kind of like. It's like Tennessee's like if Will Levis doesn't do it this year, then fine, you go out and get another quarterback next year. Or like they're figuring out what they have. Where like in Chicago, it was always like, well, we didn't know what like Fields was in such a terrible situation. We didn't know like we couldn't make a fair evaluation. It's like what's another offense that was like that? Yeah. So it's just Bryce Young, same thing. We're like it's just I don't know. At least this year with Tennessee, who is who Will Levis is going to be after this.
Yeah, it's not the same old Titans. Like Callahan is gonna. I think their pass volume will be surprise some people. Like I think they're gonna try to throw it a lot.
Yep.
I'm trying to think because we don't. So yeah, because 18th round. I mean, I'm fine going Boyd or Slayton, just if we want just some like guys where we think they're just going to run some routes and just
Mhm.
don't take the 0. I think that's valuable. Or if we want to get a guy stacked, Elijah Moore went. I was like, I hate Elijah Moore at this point.
Yeah.
I was in, but let's see, who else do we have? Anybody else stacked that would make sense? No. Cleveland, no longer.
Yeah.
I say Boyd or Slayton.
Okay. I am down with that. Let's see who. Or maybe we big Zag and just go Traylon.
Ugh, I don't know if I can do trail.
No, yeah, neither. It's just I think I'll take a couple shares on in my free time, and some puppies and stuff like that, just because I don't know. AT Perry, you want to go Boyd here?
Yeah, I'll let you choose between Boyd or Slayton, whoever you wanted of those two.
Somebody put in the chat. Whoever responds first is who we're going with. Boyd or Slayton. Put in the chat. That's who we will draft. We'll let the chat decide.
Ray GQ from Destination Devi was on Pete's Bestball After Dark last night. So definitely, if you don't already, it's like $5 a month. You can get those, and they're like he was answering my questions and stuff, which is really crazy. But yeah, he was talking about he had like 50% Darius Slayton in the 18th round because he's just like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna run routes. I'm not gonna take a 0. Which you know what, I've definitely taken my fair share of Slayton, not 50%, but I like him.
There we go. Look at the stream delays a little, whatever. But Boyd, we got one of each. But yeah, I mean, Boyd's fine there, right? Like,
yeah,
he's gonna run routes. He's gonna be in that offense. He's pretty much the slotted in slot guy. So there we go.
Hell yeah.
There we go. But yeah, hey, thanks for coming on today, man. Well, yeah, you'll have to. I'm trying to do a thing. So for next week, starting Monday, I think we're just gonna have like guest week, where like I already have guests lined up for I think Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Hell yeah.
So I have a ton of guests lined up. I got to confirm maybe on some of those, but I'm pretty sure we should have a guest locked up Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So maybe you and a Bestball guy could come on for one of those streams, and I'll have to find somebody for the other one. But I think we'll just have guests galore next week. So if you like the content, make sure you sub, make sure you like. And Bindles, I'm sure. I mean, we'll probably talk in the Twitter group chat tonight. But you got anything going on? Anything where you want to let the people know?
Yeah, just I was on Neil Orfield's channel on Thursday. So go check out my stream on there with him. And then Thursday night I was on with Ron Stewart, Preeminent Dynasty Mind. And we did a little talk about the content game and kind of like his process, which was really fun. And then did a rookie draft and just kind of like not a like predictive of like, okay, this is what we would do. It's more just like vibes based, like who are our guys. So yeah, definitely go check that out. And yeah, I'm excited for the guests, Tyler. It's always fun to just get people on your channel and kind of like whatever, chop it up with them. So that's super exciting for you as well. So excited to see where your channel's going. And yeah, I'm glad. I'm going to try to help you grow. So yeah, everyone else in the chat, go give him a sub, give him a like, and keep supporting Tyler here as he grinds through the summer.
Likewise, man. I appreciate it. Also, too, the trio name stream, whatever we're working on. We'll have to we got to lock down a name on that. Sounds like we have one we like, but we still got to do maybe an intro, maybe an overlay. We're definitely like we're just gonna bust that out. Like the next time it's like you, me, and Bestball guy. We're not even gonna tell anybody. It's just gonna be like a crazy just culture shock. I think that's what we should do. But
dude, I'm pretty excited about that because I feel like we can really lean into it creatively.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And
yeah. So I'm really excited about that too.
Yeah. Rising tide lifts all boats. Right.
Dude, yeah. Like you were saying earlier, like just whatever. There's so many people streaming now. It's crazy to see like, right. It's May and still so many people are looking for Bestball content. I still think we're so early in the game. So I'm glad that all three of us are starting when we are. And yeah, just I think there's plenty of room for everyone to grow. So it's such a good community and want to help everyone along on their journey, their streaming journey. So
there we go. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. Make sure you guys go sub to Bindles. His link is in the description. Follow Bindles on Twitter, all that good stuff. Y'all know the deal. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Just like Buck said in that one world, that playoff MLB, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big baseball guy. Kind of am, kind of not. Love fantasy baseball. Don't follow the history of the game. But we'll see you tomorrow night around probably evening. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, so make sure you're not watching my stream. Go hang out with your freaking mother. But I will be I will be hanging out with my mother. Then I will be streaming. So don't come watch my stream as an excuse to not hang out with your mother. So don't do that. But we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned on the Twitter. I'll drop the time. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bindles, again, thanks for coming on.
Of course, bro. Have a great one.
See ya.